Algebra 1 Study Guide number 7. Number 1, simplify this fraction. So let's take it, I think I'll just go ahead and do it right here. What I like to do is go ahead and leave the ones that are positive exponents where they are. So we're going to move this one, and we're going to have to move all three of these up. So a to the 4th is going to go to the bottom. B to the 7th is going to stay on top. A to the 7th is going to come to the top. B to the -5 is going to come to the top, so it'll be B to the 5th. And then C to the -5 is going to come to the top. Now we've got everything where it needs to be. Let's clean it up. I have 7 B's, and well, let's go ahead and do it alphabetically. So I have 7 A's on top and 4 A's on bottom. So if I cancel those, I'll have 3 A's left on top. I think you can see that if I do that here. I said on top, and I ended up writing them on the bottom, so let's mark those out. We had 3 A's left on top. I have 7 B's and 5 B's, which would be 12 B's on top. And then I have 5 C's on top. So you can see that I don't have a denominator. That's understood to be 1 divided by 1, and then that would just give you the A cubed B to the 12th and C to the 5th, which is A. Number 2, a bag contains 5 red marbles and 3 blue marbles. What is the probability of drawing a red marble? And that's a big deal right there, keeping it and then drawing another red marble. So if we're going to draw 2 marbles and it's an and situation, we've got a fraction times a fraction. So we have 8 marbles in the bag, and we're going to draw a red marble, so we've got 5 out of 8 chances of doing that. Now, because we keep it out, there are now only 7 marbles in the bag, and if I took one of the reds out, there's only 4 that are red in the bag. A little bit of canceling, and on top I have 5, and on bottom I have 14, which is A. Number 3, evaluate A to the 0, B to the -3, for A is -3 and B is 0. Well, I'm going to clean that up first. I'll do that up here. A to the 0 is just 1. And then B to the -3 is going to be 1 over B to the 3rd. So I've got 1 over B cubed. If I put a 4 in for B, I have 1 over 4 cubed, which is 1 over 4 times 4 times 4, which is 64, which is B. Number 4, a juice company gives prizes to anyone finding specially marked caps on its juice bottles. You and your friends buy 28 bottles of juice. You find 6 of the bottles that have winning caps. What are the odds against winning a prize in the contest? Well, when you're doing odds, you never need the total. We don't need the 28. We need the 2 events where you've got not winning a prize, which is the one they want, so not a prize, and you've got a prize. Well, we already said we have 6 that are a prize. So of the 28, that would leave us 22 that are not a prize. So if they want odds of not a prize to prize, it would be 22 to 6. You can write it like that. You can put the word TO. You can put fraction bar. We still need to reduce it. 2 goes into 11, 22 11 times, and 2 goes into 6 3 times, which is C. Number 5, find the x and y intercepts of this line. Okay, we've got our x-axis, and if you look carefully, you'll notice that the line crosses the x-axis at this point here, which is +1. And then the line crosses the y-axis here, which is a +2. And if you go through your list, -1, 2, there's no negative, so it can't be this, can't be this. So it's either 1, 2 or 2, 1. So we notice that it's C, 1, 2. Number 6, what is the range of the relation? Well, I'm going to go ahead and review domain while I'm at it, because domain would be your x's, which are 4, 2, 1, 6, and 2. So we'll say 4, 2, 1, and 6. So it's just the numbers that you use. You never repeat numbers in a set. And then the range would be a 5, and a 9, and an 8, and then a 5 and a 9 again. So the range is 598, which is A. Okay, I think I'm going to take number 7 and work it up here. I'm going to rewrite it if you can see it. I've got y over 3 plus 8y over 4 minus 3 over 6 equals y over 1 plus 7 over 2. Now I did put a 1 under that y because we've got to get common denominators for all of our fractions. Well, the smallest number that 3, 4, 6, 1, and 2 will all go into is 12. So we're going to multiply the first one by 4 over 12, 4 over 4 to get to 12, 3 over 3, 2 over 2, 12 over 12, and 6 over 6. So we'll have 4y over 12 plus 24y over 12 minus 6 over 12 equals 12y over 12 plus 42 over 12. Now once you've done that, you can multiply everything, all terms, by 12, and that will eliminate all your denominators. So we now have 4y plus 24y minus 6 equals 12y plus 42. I'm going to do a little cleanup first. I've got 4 plus 24, which will be 28y minus 6 equals 12y plus 42. I like to move my y's first, so I'm going to subtract 12y from both sides. And I get 16y minus 6 equals 42. Add 6 to both sides. I get 16y equals 48. Divide by 16, and I get y was equal to 3. And if you come back down here, you'll see your multiple choices, and you'll see that your answer is C. Okay. Number 8. Corrine runs at 8 miles per hour. What is her rate in miles per minute? Express your answer as a fraction. So I've got 8 miles in 1 hour. And there's different ways to do it, but I'm going to do it with a unit multiplier. So I need to know I need to change my hours to minutes. So I know that 1 hour equals 60 minutes. Well, if I'm trying to get rid of the hours, I'm going to put 1 hour up here, and that'll cancel my hours, and put my 60 minutes down here. So I have 8 miles, and now I can go ahead and cancel this, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and multiply and then redo. So I've got 8 times 1 is 8, 1 times 60, and that's miles per minute. I'm going to divide by 4 over 4, and I get 2 over 15 miles per minute. Now notice it did say write it as a fraction. I know when I checked your study guide, some of you went on and wrote it as a decimal, some of you forgot your units, so be very careful as you simplify that.